Hello, YouTube. This is Michael, the Visible Human Target here, November 4th, 2023, Saturday, approximately 9:20 p.m. in the evening. This video, social media female scams, was contacted today
Hmm,
on Twitter by a
this is
girl who
great.
started following me yesterday. Claiming
Started
she
following
was
him yesterday.
living in the 700 block of Las Palmas. It's about on the 900, so it's about up 2 blocks and over about 12. It seemed a little fishy. She wanted to know if I'd let her suck my cock.
Instantly. Like, what, on like a DM on Twitter? Like, my instant reaction would be like, well, thank you, but it's just a little bit suspicious. This is not Tinder. This isn't. This isn't even Craigslist. But maybe he's not. Maybe he's not used to it. But then he goes on to say, I think, it's not exactly like the days where I'm from. Oh, the rolling 80s. It's like, nah, dude, it's like 19 times those days. All right, you can go get that done any minute of the day if you want, but on Twitter, and then listen to what happens. Listen to the entrapment.
I didn't really believe it was real because I think everything's bullshit.
So it should have trusted your instincts.
When I was growing up,
Your CIA super secret agent instincts.
this would be an acceptable conversation.
This would be unacceptable. Hello. Hi. I can suck your cup.
Nowadays, this shit don't happen because
Oh yeah, it don't
everybody
happen.
expects something.
It don't happen. Isn't it just the saddest thing in the world? See, like, I've been seeing this happening in slow motion for ages now, where he's becoming. Remember when Jamil got like this, where like, the insanity got to the point where it was just these became his motivations. All of their insane energy ends up like filtering itself into this sort of like sexual thing. Where they start hunting and just trying to like release in it into and onto anyone. And for a while now, like, how long has he been like, holding the MGTOW flag? And dude, it's just because he just can't get laid. Like, that's the fucked up thing. And he's like, "What's this? It's that. It's that. I look amazing. I look like I'm 25. I mean, look at this body. Look at this." And it's just, and everyone else is looking at him just like, "Oh, dude." It's like, and to even be going on like that at your age is just a fucking, like, a red flag for anybody, man. It's like he's like somebody that went into a coma when they were like 19, and then he wakes up and he's 52. Like, that's it. That's Michael Morton. It's his attitude.
Everything is
And
trend.
like that, we're not even talking about like, that thing on his neck. Like, unfortunate as it may be, it's, some people just are just gonna be like, yo, what?
Transactional. Nothing's about fun or pleasure, entertainment anymore.
By the way, again, this man has a daughter who, like, I'm sure she's on YouTube. I'm sure she's. Oh Lord.
So then she asked if I could pick up beer and condoms. Okay, sounds like something I grew up with. Then there was no contact for 34.
Can you take a seat down here, please? Just take a seat. I mean, come on, bro. He doesn't even get like the cultural reference from that. You got no business being in this scene.
40 minutes. Conversation
Listen to
became
me. That's on Metropolitan.
forget the
Yo,
beer.
man, in this
I
scene,
need a
man.
Steam card for my kids. Minutes. Conversation became forget the beer. I need a Steam card.
Somebody out there trying to score me games. You could buy the Obsoletist, some games on Steam with Michael Morton's money. Who is this? Who's running this scam? I'm willing to bet you're listening to this video. If you're running scams on Michael Morton. Oh, it's
For my
mental.
kids, to keep them occupied.
Either
First
that
off,
or it is like just somebody, it is just some scammer. Or they would try to lure him and like kill him. That happens as well. I was watching something about like the Cecil Hotel, and that's something that happened there all the time. Like the top floors. Like lure people up there, rob them, and throw them out the windows.
I made sure to ask, are you over 18? She said she was 30. What was weird is it didn't show in the feeds. And then
Oh, that's weird. That's strange. Isn't that
30. What
strange?
was weird is it didn't show in the feeds.
Looks away. Looks away. And then I definitely asked Rage, guys. Why would he say that? Okay? Just ask yourself that. Why did that just suddenly like pop out of nowhere? Because he knows, like, he didn't get the cultural reference, right? Of the beer and he didn't even mention that when he said it. He didn't like do it like that, like Chris Hansen. I think he was set up. I think he was, and he caught on at like the last moment. He was like, "Hold on, this is sounding a bit suspicious now. What's wrong with you, Michael?" I think he's a wrong'un. I really do. I've held off from saying it for like the longest time, but like the amount of like times he like references, like stuff with kids and that, it's I don't know. He's got an upset. It's on the mind. It's on his mind
And
constantly.
then when she asked for the Steam card, well, Steam card's for people who play games, videos. Game Girl Ho thoughts? I mean 304s? Anyway, so what did I do? I reported her and blocked her. Done.
Done. Done.
Uh, Came on to Twitter October 2023, last month. One picture, no posts, no tweets, no retweets, nothing. No verification. It's a scam. What's sad is
Well
how
done, Grandpa.
many people would actually fall for that.
You fell for it. He bought beer. He bought beer and condoms, and then he sat in a car, waiting. I assume his car, or like at a bus stop, for what was it, 20 minutes, and no contact. And then they asked for something else, and he's like, "Oh fuck this." And then he comes home, and he's like, "So I just want to warn you guys, because some idiots out there might get fooled."
Just for the thought of getting a piece of ass.
Like rubs his face, because he's like, "That's you, dude. That's you." I just realized something. We know how like tiny Michael is. Look how small his hands are.
It's really sad and it's really pathetic for, well, the human race. But no wonder women look down on us men because so many of us set such a low bar and a low standard. But that's okay. Kellyanne Barrett met me. I used to have a gold star seal until I was never going to.
Until he betrayed her. Until I was never going to have sex with her. Until I was. This is like the new again, like everything else in his life. Every single thing from his daughter being taken from. He invents like a different reality and then just says it over and over and over and over again. He ends up believing it. He doesn't even remember like the real reality of what was lies and what wasn't. And everybody else is supposed to just go along with it, like just completely not what happened at all. You talked shit about Kelly behind her back constantly on YouTube for ages. Then when she found out, she just like cut the relationship off with you and called you out for being like the piece of shit that you are. And then ever since you've been like, you was like, well, I was sick of it. That's why I started talking shit. As if that makes it better. It's so like out of the two of you, like you're such a bitch. Like you're a female. And no offense to females, but like the stereotype. Like that's the way that he would say and always mentions Kelly being a bitch, a whore, fucking rat. It's like you are all the things that you fucking project on other people. All of the things. And in this case with Kelly, it's just outright lies, man. You were a false friend. You've been two-faced, which is probably why you don't have any allies around you, and now you're all alone. You even talk shit about your own daughter on your YouTube account. I mean, come on, dude. You're like child daughter. Just absolute. There is nobody that Michael Morton has like apprehended or stopped or in his little street skirmishes where he's like fucking sitting on old ladies who've like robbed a handbag and stuff and screaming, having like a meltdown while he's doing it. Not one of those people is as like morally bankrupt as Michael. And it's not his illness, because the further back you go, the more you realize he was just always like this. He's just always been a selfish piece of shit.
Fuck her because of what's going on upstairs. And I really was interested in someone else that I thought
That you delusionally thought that a movie star was interested in you. I sell comic books. I'm 5'8". I sell comic books. My daughter's recently been fucking taken off me. Are you interested in me? Famous Hollywood actress? That happens all the time, Michael. When have you ever heard that happening? You deluded, stupid old man. He's probably holding his beer. Probably holding his 4-pack of beer right there. And his condoms. And Steam card.
that I had a chance with.
Buy the Robocop game, Michael. It's great.
So I could go to Kelly.
Have you heard this? I could go to Kelly. And now he's like, this is how desperate the dude is now. He's like, he's just on a mission where he's just like, I just need to get laid. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, like going against everything. Every single one of his MGTOW videos now are complete, just are fraudulent. They're like fraudulent. Again, this is a man that doesn't even stand by what he says he believes, and he'll do it right like this, right in front of his own, in front of his own face and yours. The dude is meaningless. He's the babbler in the abyss. He's just, it's like a automated machine, a feedback loop of absolute fucking nonsense and lies and like his self delusions repeated to himself for so long that he literally believes these things. He believes all these occultic things, which he's actually about him. He believes that all these women are in love with him. He believed that this woman on Twitter was genuine. He is the dictionary definition of it's wonderful, that, isn't it? When you it's a dictionary to watch unusual. So it's burst into Klingon. It's a nice grasp on the English language you have there. Do you know what it is as well? It's because in my head I was like, don't, you're about to say dictionary definition, and it's in reference to language and English and all that. Do not mess this up. You'll sound like an idiot. Dictionary. He is the dictionary definition of delusional. And that's the truth.
You have a chance with the other one because of Kelly. How dare he be with her, not me? That's how that works.
Yeah, so he thinks he's gonna man fuck NLP her into like she wants to. She's got nothing to do with you now, dude. Like imagine that. Imagine thinking that like she couldn't, do better than him.
I really can't stand Kelly. She's so fucking cringy, and her hair, she's getting so old and withered. And
Old and withered. Have you seen your face, mate? Have you seen your face? Do you know what I mean? It's like a fine Sicilian fucking leather handbag. Look at that forehead, dude.
The more she gets in the Bible out of desperation, the more. That's not me, no thank you.
Lovely.
I would legitimately
Spit box. Any girls want to come around? Check out the spit box.
much rather stick my fucking balls in a goddamn vice. To be honest. Oh! With that.
What Michael should do is like grow out the beard on that other side. Like really thick so it just looks so like evens out the shape.
My fans and viewers, I saw my darling today.
Oh, got that. Like, why does he do that effeminate thing every time?
I saw my
If he
darling
talks
today.
about that, oh, lip, fingers to the lips. Oh, sweetheart, sweetheart. It's like a, it's a. Look at his fingernails as well. Gross.
Walking down the street, I don't know if she saw me.
He's talking about the movie actress Jessica Jada Bergman, and he's about to reference in her, is it dressing gown or something? I don't like fucking I don't know, but you know, she lives in LA, a young woman, young actress and that. She comes out in the morning, stands in the balcony or whatever. She's in you know, she's got a big, I'm imagining like a big white dressing gown or whatever. Michael assumes this is like, again, a signal to him. Again, complete schizophrenic. Complete fucking delusional, dude. It's like Jamil Rawls. It's the exact kind of thing that got Jamil Rawls arrested because he thought that, you know, he was going to have to grab these women because they were signaling to him that they loved him.
Didn't have time to talk to her though. I was making food at home. I had just gotten
Look,
home.
dude, you're not allowed to talk to her, and she told you not to, and she made it clear that she's not interested in you. She said, "What do you want from me?" And then you did like a 30-minute video, like, what does that mean? That's so weird. Like, what does that mean? What do you want from me? Like you can't understand that. Like, it's a, you know, she's like, what the fuck do you want from me? Just go away. And he's like, he's wondering if that could be positive though, right? It's like, no, dude, go the fuck away from her. She feels about you the way that Military Mike does.
I like 10, 15
And Ben.
minutes. Realized I left this on a rock at the park.
Oh, great, look, and he lost another thing. He lost, is it black magic again? Like when he lost his gloves last week with $100 in them? After doing a video where he's like, you fucking idiots walking around with your fucking money. This is how pros keep their money. You keep it in your gloves. Then you left your gloves. Because you're a clumsy idiot, forgetful idiot, who's at the park just like looking at other people, staring at the Asian girls. Before that, he lost sunglasses at the park. He's lost everything at the park.
Felt it was more important than saying hi to someone that, well, claims they don't really want that much to do with me. But I haven't seen them sitting out in the bathroom for anyone else, including me anymore. But
Yes,
I blew that.
including me anymore. Look.
So it'd just be so easy just to say, but I just wanted to be friends. But I don't want to give her her way. Plus, kind of busy, and the whole thing's kind of drained me of, you know, like all my emotions, feelings, heart. Put steel in a concrete wall up around that shit.
That's a drink. I thought we were getting the spit box again.
And all these jackasses watch me. Don't watch me in pain. Do you know why the blood of the Moors is so strong?
Oh, here we go.
We were everything, including fucking pirates.
Oh, he's a Noah.
No one cares. Go cry, Karen. Oh, Kenneth. I mean, David.
Oh yeah, I remember them, Rose. I remember them. Didn't they like terrorize the Mediterranean and North African coast for ages? But what was it they used to do again? What was it? Was it fucking? It was brutal. No, it wasn't. It was they used to like pull up next to ships, didn't they? And then they'd impersonate them in like a strange, like effeminate, childish way. Could you finish? Oh no, they didn't, because they weren't fucking retards. They weren't 5'8" fucking losers. Loser Americans, alright? Not fucking Moore. You dare desiccate. Like, now he tries to associate himself with all great peoples to hide from the fact that he's like, fucking dumpster baby, man.
Go piss your pants, you little bitch. It's talking about me. Saw Crazy Boy Ben today. He's getting so fat he looks like he's ready to blow up or bounce down the street like a fucking basketball.
Yeah, he's putting on weight, good.
Bang, 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 bang. Where's military Mike? Give my camera. Oh, and the tarot card today says, what is it with all these fucking haters around you? They're all trying to be you, yeah. Watch Crazy Ben's videos. He's running around town trying to be me now. Oh, I got the new news now. Sunset's all blocked off. There's police everywhere.
Well, someone's going to have to do it. You're going to be gone, aren't you? You're leaving, remember? You're still packing up. It's been packing up for like 3 weeks. Packing up, as you can see. All the stuff is like delusionally disappearing. The same way that everything else delusionally happens in his life. He's delusionally packing. As you can see, it's really clearing up around it. It's like exactly the same as it's been for fucking like 5 years now. Nothing's moving.
Oh, the traffic's moving, and it's like, dude, your narration sucks. They're not even believable. Michael Watson can do it, I can tell.
Believable. I saw the video, and it was... His was just the fact. It was just like, oh, look, there's been a crash. Oh, zoomed in, you could see it. It was the exact same footage that you take, but without some fucking crazy man screaming like, it's fucking Gavin Newsom in the fucking and fucking me in my fucking ass, just like fucking Los Angeles. Like, it was just missing the crazy schizophrenic guy. It was fine.
I got just as many viewers as he does. And Jessica. She looks sad when she saw me.
I'm not surprised.
Like, she regrets something or she can't think of anything.
Like, ever meeting you, ever like trying to fucking push you off because her dog, in case you don't know, Jessica's dog, I believe bit Michael's daughter when Michael, had custody over his daughter, and in a very like, I get people love the dogs, but at the end of the day, if if your dog's dangerous, you fucking walk around, it bites a fucking kid, you guys take some responsibility. But they worked something out. But rather than something really being worked out where it's like, well, I want to make sure that your dog's safe and I want to make sure it's on fucking muzzle and all this stuff, like something that a reasonable person would do who still loved animals and understood that somebody loved the dog and didn't want to have it just fucking killed. Do you know what I mean? Rather than that, he was like, they exchanged numbers and she led him on for like a week, which is, fucking... Oh, but like, it's as bad on Michael. Do you know what I mean? Like, well, is this the worth of your daughter? Again, walking around just using her as a prop. It's my daughter. It's just a thing he has to like fucking wave at people. An extension of himself. It's like Jeff got a bit. It's like his daughters. Or his children, rather.
What did she mean? What do you want from me? Nothing, darling. I thought maybe,
Okay, here comes this. This isn't like he didn't have this conversation with her. Like, this is the conversation in his head now that like he's like, I should have. This is the way I could reasonably put it to her. Even though like, he uses like the reasonable cadence and his poor acting, but to everybody watching it, they're all like, this is fucking insane. Like, the premise is insane.
You would realize
the part that really happened is he tried to talk to her again after endlessly stalking her and her knowing about this. Her ex-boyfriend, David Goldberg, has a restraining order against him. They had issues with Michael stalking them before. This is why they had a restraining order. She's scared of him. And then she snaps one day, she's like, what do you want from me? And that leads him on. This is why, like, people say, like, don't talk to the stalkers, even, like, negative. Don't try to... Because anything you say in their deluded mind, they're gonna, like, construe into some sort of, you know, some sort of thing that person wants you. They secretly want me. And they're sending me secret messages.
I'm a great catch, a great man, a real man, and authentic and real and genuine. And maybe you'd want to get to know me, or, uh, maybe, you just see me everywhere and you'd start thinking about me. And
No, dude, you're stalking her. Like, you endlessly walking past the house, chalking up outside of her fucking apartment and stuff. He did a video from outside her house not that long ago, imitating her, where he found like a big beanie bag outside and he laid on it in his underwear in a dressing gown while Military Mike like helped film it. Like, the dude is fucking off his rocker. And in like any sort of like decent normal society that isn't like the fucking hellscape of Los Angeles and California and fucking neoliberal laws, he would be in a fucking asylum somewhere, well out of the striking distance of the people who have nothing to do with him, which are his poor, long-suffering, tax-paying fellow citizens who are just trying to who have their own problems.
fester in your mind and just eat you
But
away.
he'll be let out because of la liberté, la liberté. He'll be let out until he fucking murders somebody, or something fucking horrible happens. And in his mind, he probably wonder if he even meant to fucking hurt them. He's just fucking crazy.
Until you just keep thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking about me, and then seeing me everywhere, maybe even in your dreams, break you down, make you want
So
to come to.
he thinks that he's trying. This is like, again, that the delusion's breaking down because he probably has, like, we know he reads all this like all the we've seen his bookcase, put it that way, and his fucking DVD collection and stuff, and is like his Sigma Hypno. You heard that? You are a strong man, and strong men don't stand for that. And he sat there like, yes, yes. I probably sleeps listening to it. So he's definitely watched the online courses on NLP, neuro linguistic programming, and trying to like brainwash people in that because that's something like betas do. And sorry, but and he he's trying to apply it and like brainwash this like movie actress into being interested in thinking about him and dreaming about him by like occurring in her life every possible moment that he can. Not realizing that it's just gonna fucking drive her mental and make her like despise him
To me and
and be
beg
creeped
me,
out.
please, Michael, I love you.
And look at it, there it is. Look, ha ha ha. I knew all along laugh. That's his victory laugh, which he does every single time he's not had like a single victory yet. It's usually after he's been completely fucked over, and then he does that as if like I knew all along.
Yeah, that's not going to happen, I don't think. But hey, she wanted me, for whatever that's worth and means.
No, she didn't. If she wanted you, she'd have you, dude. You'd be living where her boyfriend is right now.
And I guess that conversation was probably the last conversation she had with him. And that's probably why I started going to jail. And that's why she's going to say, I don't know why he's doing this to you. And he's probably watching right now, pissed off that I fucking am able to laugh at his little dipshit stuff. Oh, you stole my staffs from me. Yeah, and then I just opened the brand new ones underneath that you fucking laughed because you took the bag. Didn't look at anything underneath that because you're, what, did God have you blind? Yes, take the used ones. That might leave Michael the brand new ones. Dipshit. So. Oh, what else was there? Was there any other women activity? Just Catwoman in Hollywood, but I shied away from her. She wanted to talk to me a couple months ago. Someone explained to her.
That was when, brother, Michael's going through their trash. Like, again, like Michael Morton's, he's, I'm the street warrior, I'm walking out, he's a stalker. He's a stalker, he's a creeper, he's a peeping Tom. That's what he's doing when he's creeping around at night, okay? He's a pervert who should be in prison. And he claims that he found, like, one of these, like, tiny little fucking condoms from outside, from David Goldberg's trash or something like that, or Jessica's trash. It looked to me like some fucking, I don't even know, like a novelty thing or something, I don't know. But the point is, like, while explaining this and, like, trying to get one over on his love rival, he's, like, inadvertently and never clocked onto the fact that he's, like, he admitted that he was, like, going through people's trash. Like, what? Like, the most, and then he doesn't realize that, like, oh shit, that makes me look, like, completely bizarre. And, like, criminal-minded.
Her that I got a metal face from a girl.
The metal face is completely fictional, by the way. There is footage of him in hospital the night after he got beaten up. Looking at the camera, and then he's out like 2 days later. No operation, no scars, nothing. Nothing happened.
I'm kind of afraid of females. Who would blame me, right? Not any fucking guys. So, anyway, I'm going to let you go. Tonight's Saturday. I'm kind of tired, so I'm going to strip down, read some of my trade paperbacks. In the morning, I'm going to box them up. Probably going to spend an hour or 2 hours tomorrow boxing. I'll start boxing all my books. Been boxing my clothes. I can start going through the drawers because a lot of the stuff, the shorts and that stuff, I'm not going to wear right now. So, that just, muttering to myself, calculating. Talk to you later. God's real. Christ is coming. A lot of people have been praying and saying screaming hallelujah around me. Oh, yeah. And I rode home from Hollywood around 7 a day on Sunset and Sunset and La Brea. A fucking Mercedes SUV rolled by, pulled into the Wendy's Plaza. Don't know where they went. I was on the bike heading home. Yo, Joe, Michael. I heard a lighter, which means they were smoking weed. And with that, a lot of peace, love, and life. And don't hate me. By the time I'm done, everybody's going to know the game in LA because I told the gangs and they're watching everything now. They're interested in this. This has been going on behind everybody's back until I told everybody. So from now on, you all have it harder because you can't re-hide what I've exposed. Everybody's aware.
Re-hide.
And with that, I'm going to let you go. Ciao. Love you all.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so that was that today. Just thought I'd quickly sneak this one on because I watched that video and I don't think I stopped laughing all the way through the first time. So there you go. Have a nice Sunday.